Good afternoon. Welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. Along with our good friend Law Talk with Mike, let's have some fun in court.
And this show, are you going to step in for Mr. Holcomb here?
Yes, Your Honor, I can do that. I apologize, both Mr.
I don't know this judge's name, but I've had him on here before. I really like him. He handles this well.
Holcomb and I lost audio for a moment.
Okay, so where we left off then is whether the state the state was going to ask for
sorry
release.
about that. You better be, Mike, because you promised me one self-sit and one Karen in court today, so I'm expecting both of those.
Conditions on Ms. Thill's case.
Morning, Iris.
Your Honor, the state is simply asking for a release on personal recognizance with no criminal law violations and no driving without a valid license and insurance.
Okay. And we're going to need I believe, we're going to need a probable cause declaration here. I didn't see one in the file or a previous finding. No, I did not. So I think Mr. Holcomb's coming back.
Yeah, can you hear me, Your Honor?
There he is.
Yeah, you disappeared on us for a second, Mr. Holcomb. Mr. Holcomb, are you prepared to establish probable cause in Ms. Thill's case?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay.
I have connection issues, so I'm trying to put my camera back in so you can see me raise my hand.
Okay, we'll believe you for a moment, but get your camera back on.
I'll swear you in without seeing that if I...
Well, we kick it off with the Karen.
Okay. Oh, so the Karen's there first? Okay.
I'm sorry, it cut out before I heard what case we were on for.
That was Kendra Thill, number 19 on the 2:30 arraignment calendar.
Okay, yeah, I have a probable cause statement ready to go.
Okay.
All right, raise your right hand, please, and Ms.
Repeat after us.
Do you swear the testimony that you give in these matters this afternoon will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, it's the probable cause then.
On or about December 18th, Washington State Trooper Addison Schaefer was on patrol driving northbound on I-5 in the rain at about 2 a.m. when she observed defendant's vehicle driving 95 miles per hour in a 60 mile per hour speed zone and drifting across lane lines on the road. Having determined defendant's driving was extremely unsafe given the dark and wet conditions on...
I was going to say, 2 a.m. in the morning, 35 miles over the speed limit in the rain. At 2 a.m. in the morning. Dear God. Minimally.
On the road, Schaefer initiated a traffic stop at milepost marker 114, which is located in Thurston County, Washington. When Schaefer knocked on the driver's side door, the defendant...
Whoa, stop that. Thurston County, that ain't that far away from a few Indian casinos up there in the state of Washington. She could have got drunk at a casino and been heading home. Of course, that I don't have any proof of, but just from knowing that part of the country, could have been.
It delayed rolling down the window, opting instead to scroll through her phone for 1 minute 55 seconds, according to dash cam footage.
So basically,
After
2 minutes, what did he was talking to the cop?
The window about an inch. Schaefer asked for the reason for speeding, but the defendant's response was not audible due to the sound of traffic and the window only being partially open. The defendant provided her Washington State
and her being slurred speech.
Driver's license, which identified her as Kendra Lynn Thill. Thill refused to answer any question.
Thank you, people in court. It's the next clip, but it's fantastic.
Oh, I was going to say, you promised me that one,
anything
Mike.
to drink, became visibly agitated. Given Thill's reckless driving and the time of day, 2:37 a.m., Schaefer asked the defendant to step out of the vehicle so she could
out of the car.
that the defendant was intoxicated. When asked to exit, the defendant repeatedly refused to exit the vehicle. Schaefer informed the defendant that she had been given a lawful order and was legally required to exit the vehicle. The defendant yelled and cursed at Schaefer.
Pennsylvania versus Mims. Get your fucking ass out of the damn car.
As this proceeds, you'll find that this recitation is entirely believable.
I can believe it.
She feared for her life and thought Schaefer was accusing her of being intoxicated.
Wait a minute. She was afraid for her life. That's why she ain't getting out to do the sobriety test. Okay. What, she thought she was the person who was going to come because she didn't pay her debt at the casino? I don't know.
intoxicated. The defendant rolled the window back up and repeatedly refused to roll the window down and step out of the car. The defendant demanded her license back, The defendant demanded her license back, which Schaefer refused to give, telling her that she was not permitted to leave and would not be leaving until she stepped out of the vehicle. According to dash cam footage, 7 minutes elapsed after defendant was first asked to exit the vehicle before the defendant exited the vehicle.
7 minutes.
Schaefer attempted to explain why the defendant had been asked to exit, but the defendant kept talking over Schaefer and refused to stand where she was asked to so that Schaefer could try and smell whether the defendant's breath smelled of alcohol. Bill denied having anything to drink, got visibly upset, then walked back to the driver's side door of the vehicle, despite Schaefer not having given the defendant permission to do so. Defendant's repeated refusal to obey Trooper Schaefer's lawful orders caused unreasonable delay, leading to both the defendant and Schaefer having to remain on the shoulder of I-5 longer than reasonably necessary.
I-5 is a very busy, heavily trafficked interstate in that part of the state of Washington. It'd like being on the I-10 or anything else down in Los Angeles. Not a place 2 a.m. in the morning in the rain you really want to be.
Allison is a male, by the way. That's a male officer.
Stop interrupting. I'm not going to tolerate any of that.
So now we hear the idiot in question. And the first thing she says is stupid. Goody.
All right. I will find probable cause for the crime charged obstructing a law enforcement officer based on the contents of that declaration. Ms. Still will be released on her own recognizance on the conditions requested, which are don't violate the law. And then, Ms. Still, I do need to ask you a couple of questions. Yes, I will appoint public defender if I didn't say that before. I want to verify with you that your mailing address is on 20th Avenue in Seattle.
No.
I want to know why I have to keep coming to court from a police officer harassing me.
Stop. Ms. Still, Ms. Still, I'm telling you right.
For those who thought they could not believe what she just said, she wants to know why she has to keep coming to court for a police officer she's claiming that is harassing her. So let that sink in.
Right now, that I'm not going to tolerate any kind of outbursts or interruptions or any attempt to deflect from what I'm trying to do here.
I'm just asking why I have to keep
Miss Still, that's it, Miss Still. Confirm for me your mailing address. That's consistent with the record that we have. We will set your pretrial hearing, and you'll.
And for any of those wondering, I did cut that part out. That's why I did jump ahead there. No reason to dox the stupid lady, in open court.
Get notice of that in the mail. In the meantime, I've appointed the public defender to represent you. Feel free to contact their office.
So if I don't show to court, because I'm starting a new job, and I don't have time to come into court.
Your hearing is over.
I'm
asking a question. Am I able to ask a question, or I'm not allowed to?
You're not asking a question. You're complaining about the circumstances.
No, I'm asking you, if I don't show up to court, what will happen? I'll have a warrant?
Yes, I will arrest your
I'm going to
ass.
ask you to discuss that with your attorney. That is one possibility. There are other possibilities that they can advise you of so that you can avoid a warrant.
Okay, thanks. Am I finished?
You are all done.
Yeah, you better fucking leave now. What? Wait, what? Hold on, back that up.
Okay.
Back that
Am
up.
I finished?
You are all done.
Bitch.
Yeah, she did say that. I thought she did.
Okay.
She called the judge bitch.
That's everybody who's appeared. Right. Go back to the top of the 1:30 calendar and address the people who did not appear. Oscar says.
And I like that judge just basically pushes on through. Like, yeah, she called me bitch, but god damn it, I don't really want to talk to her anymore.
City, State of Texas versus
And now the song
Matthew
said.
Hollabaugh. Go ahead and come up, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I've never seen this judge before. It's Judge Sepulveda, I guess. I don't know how to pronounce it, but but she's excellent.
Better because you promised me
All
a
right,
good
Mr.
one.
Holbaugh, we have you here because you entered a plea of not guilty, and we are pending a bond since you are contesting your citation.
This is sort of off point, but what's going on in Carlos Ramirez's square? Can somebody explain that method of appearing in court?
What is the issue with your bond?
Oh, I wasn't looking there, Mike, but
It says
damn.
on the ticket that I pay or appear, so.
Yes, you pay your
I didn't look, but yeah, goddamn. It's basically, let's play Who Wants to See a Silhouette?
appear before October 27th, and you avoid the addition of a failure to appear or a violation of promise to appear charge. That's what that language references. It does not reference that you don't have to post a bond if you are going to contest the case. Now, usually we do require cash bond in the amount of the ticket if you are going to be contesting your case. That bond is there to ensure your court appearances. Now, if you are in a financial situation where you cannot post bond, like we had a student earlier that was a full-time student, take testimony, sworn testimony on that, and we may be able to give you a bond that you wouldn't have to post in a cash form, but that's on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, not you.
No, yeah, you can go ahead and get it.
So this is a no registration ticket.
Yes.
Section 502.003, registration by political subdivision prohibited. Except as provided by subsection B, a political subdivision of this state may
Okay,
not
let me
require an
stop you,
owner
Mr.
of motor
Mr.
vehicle
Holbaugh.
to
You cited a statute.
straight out of the LexisNexis. It's in the handbook
Okay, that
inside of.
LexisNexis is not a code. That's a code search database. I'm asking you which code you are reading from. There are several codes here in the state of Texas: penal, appellate, family code, juvenile code. What are
It's
you?
transportation code.
Okay, and what's the provision that you were citing?
It's section 502.003.
No, it isn't. Your Honor, please lay the smack up down on this guy's candy, you know what?
All right. What's your argument on this one?
I like her. She's actually humorous.
Okay, a political subdivision of this state may not require an owner of a motor vehicle to 1. Register the vehicle, 2. Pay a motor vehicle registration fee, or 3. Pay an occupation tax or license fee in connection with a motor vehicle.
Okay, so I guess your argument is that under this, the charge is invalid. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me stop you there,
Denied.
because this states that a political subdivision, aka the city of McAllen, cannot impose any additional registration requirements, fees, or occupational tax or license fees on your vehicle. That's not what you were charged with. Your charge is regarding the violation of state law, which DPS itself, and they're allowed under the statute because it's not a political subdivision of the state, it's the state itself, requires you to register your vehicle and to pay taxes and licensing on that vehicle. So the city of McAllen has not cited you with a violation of any of our ordinances. The city of McAllen, or the police officers of McAllen who ticketed you, were citing you for a violation of state law. So 502.003 is not going to apply to that. Do you have any other arguments you'd like to present? Or it sounds like you still want to contest your ticket. Are you planning to go to trial on this?
Well, there's a lot of laws going against this. I don't see how it's even valid.
That's a lot of laws.
What do you mean? This law does not actually apply to what argument you're making.
Am I being committed in the subsection B? Because there's no commerce, anything. I was just traveling freely and unencumbered.
Oh,
If you're traveling on a open, like a public highway, they
A
can
license isn't even required. It's ruled by Supreme Court that the license isn't even required to drive on a public roadway.
If that is not my understanding of the law, Mr. Holbaugh, after many years of studying it. But if you'd like to make that argument, you have every right to take this to a trial and argue that to a jury.
And we'll laugh at you extensively.
Not necessarily.
not necessarily.
Not necessarily, Your
I saw
Honor.
that you requested a dismissal on your ticket.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me explain how dismissals work, Mr. Holbaugh, because this is a fundamental misunderstanding that a lot of individuals have.
I'm just here asking questions, honestly.
No,
Let me
no, you're not.
I saw the request for dismissal on the license. That's why I'm bringing this up on the ticket. I do not have the power to dismiss cases out of pocket. Usually I do have some dismissal powers, but it's in very, very narrowly tailored cases. tailored cases where the state has not done a good enough job prosecuting the case, has languished for years, I may be able to dismiss it for failure, for lack of speedy trial. In certain cases where there's statutory provisions that I can dismiss, like if you renew your registration a couple days, I can dismiss those automatically. But usually it takes a dismissal motion from the state in order for me to dismiss anything. They can always move to dismiss. I can choose whether to accept or to reject that dismissal. My understanding is the state has not moved to dismiss in this case.
And
Good
no, we're
Lord,
not going
she's so
to.
sweet. She's explaining everything she's saying is absolutely right. But I mean, he does not want to, nor can he absorb what she just said.
So right now I have no dismissal authority. So essentially your options are, Mr. Halva, is that you can work something out with the state, or if you truly believe you are not guilty of this offense, you have every right to take this to trial. We would set you up for a pre-trial setting. That's where you have the right to ask the state's attorney for any evidence they may have against you, and you have the legal right to see that evidence before you go to trial. And then if you'd like a trial, we can set you up for either a jury trial or for a bench trial. A jury trial is traditional trial where you would try it in front of 6 of your peers. Bench trial is where you would just try it in front of a judge.
Okay.
So what do you think you'd like to do here?
Have a separate question revolving the entire thing. This documentation is worth value, correct?
Is what's what?
Is worth value? The ticket, it's worth value.
What do you mean worth
From
value?
my standpoint, it's worth $130.
The ticket itself is not what's worth anything. Actually, I don't even think citations are worth. It's a financial obligation for a violation of state or municipal law. That's just the ticket. There's actually a charging document called the complaint that's already been filed in your case. So I'm not really sure what you mean by what is it worth. I'm assuming you may try to go with the UCC argument here, but just so you're aware, UCC does not apply in criminal law cases. I know that's a common perception also as well. So Mr. Halva, what do you think you want to do going forward?
You guys play a hard ball here.
Get rid of it or pay for it for me? Lulu!
Can't cut that in half. Have cash in the pocket.
Fucking door.
That would have to go, all plea deals have to be made with Mr. Alonso. Mr. Alonso, I think the defendant just made an offer of a half payment on the fine. Would the state be willing to accept that?
At this time, I'm not, Judge. I am asking for a fee of $130.
Okay.
Nope.
So since the state has not offered to reduce that fee, Mr. Halva, do you think you want to proceed to trial, or do you think you want to accept, I guess the state is going full fine on it? Is that correct, Mr. Alonso?
At this moment, yes, Judge.
Okay, for 130. Now, Mr. Halva, if you want to take care of the ticket and you don't believe that you're financially able to make that 130, there are other options. There is, payment plans, community service, or indigency dockets if you can prove your financial indigency. So it's up to you what you want to do. It's completely your decision how to proceed forward on the ticket. All right, what would you like to do, Mr. Halva?
What would you like to do,
You
Luther?
guys obviously want money, so money's the game, huh? Sign me up for the 130.
The 130? Okay.
There's no bargaining.
No, now, Mr. Halva, in your case, you have the right to either plead guilty or to plead no contest. Guilty means you're admitting what's charged. No.
I about fell over right there. He tries this offset thing, but to the guy's credit, then he finally says, no, I don't want to deal with the trial, which shows an ounce of sense. Yes, his argument was dumb. He tried it, and then he retreats to fine, whatever, I'll deal with it, which is the right result.
No contest means you're not admitting anything, you're not going to make any statements regarding guilt, but you're not contesting the citation any further. One of those two pleas has to be entered to take care of the ticket with just the fine payment.
And if there's no plea?
I'm sorry?
If there's no plea?
If there's no plea, then we proceed to trial, and that's what a no plea gets you to.
Okay. Well, everybody told me this wouldn't work anyway, so we'll pay.
Okay, do you want to do the guilty or the no contest?
No contest.
No contest, okay. So we'll enter no contest plea for a fee of 130.
When does that do?
That is due instantaneously, but if you need time to pay, we can give you time to pay. Let me ask you this, Mr. Halva, are you working currently?
For myself.
For yourself? Okay, you're self-employed. Do you work full-time, part-time?
Whenever I choose to.
Okay, and are you
Which is never, by the way.
paying any bills such as mortgage,
Everything.
utilities?
I pay about $2,800 a month in bills.
Okay.
So you're not helping.
Okay. Are you supporting any dependents such as minor children or elderly full parent?
I mean, it's light, so you probably didn't catch it. But he's like, I have $2,800 in bills, and you're not helping. Just the insanity of it. It's not her job to help you with your bills. She's here to preside over a ticket that's been issued to you.
Right.
Okay, so it's just you in the household? Okay. All right. So, Mr. Halbach, if you don't mind me asking, just because I need this for the financial analysis, what do you do for work?
I have a maintenance business.
Okay, like handyman work, kind of?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. It's all around and about with the members. I provide maintenance to their yards, their trees, their mobile homes, whichever.
Okay. And you said that I heard you say you're paying about $2,800 in bills a month. After you have paid your bills, how much disposable income would you say you have per month?
I barely make it.
Barely make it. Okay, Mr. Halbach, due to your testimony, I'm going to go ahead and reduce the states for you from $130 down to $80. So that's due instantaneously. If you need additional time to make that $80 payment, you can talk to our clerks up at the front, and they can put you on a payment plan. Okay. All right, you can pay it today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that'll be it, Mr. Halbach.
Oh, so she does reduce it for him still. But to his credit, he did plead no contest to the thing to move on after his abject failure with the soft shit nonsense.
I'll just go ahead and take a seat, and the clerks will bring your paperwork, okay?
McNulty, I heard, was a military jurisdiction. I'm new at law, sir, so I'm not trying to do anything out of the book here, so I don't know who you're talking to, but they're from outer space or something.
Well, there you have it.
You had to get Middleton in there, didn't you? All right. Thank you, Mike. Definitely appreciate. As usual. And with that, we will bring the afternoon to a close. Please come on back tonight for more Subsits, being, Sub City. And we'll have that content for you as we get closer and closer to that 50,000 goal so we can get those red presents to send them on out to you as gifts. Till then, like, share, and subscribe, be kind to one another, and release the Krakens as we march along this afternoon and every afternoon here from day one. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tonight.